Softest Cloud ASMR. Today I have another one of my mom's gift boxes from Korea. I wanted to do a soft speaking video through this one because I've only ever really done whispering ones. I think we have quite the variety in this box, so I'm really stoked to open it. Most of it's beauty products like makeup, but there are some stationeries in here and clearly a book, so I'll try to grab them in as an interesting pattern as I can. Let's get started. Alright, let's start with these. These are highlighters from the brand Fui. They released around holiday time a series of 12 highlighters that are supposed to represent each month. And as you may know, I'm a sucker for highlighters, and these have really unique colors, so I wanted to give them a try. This one is called Opal Blooming. I believe it's supposed to be for October. That's so pretty. The case has glitter on the outside, and when you open it, there's glitter and shimmer here too. I think this is one of the prettiest cases I've ever seen. I feel like even if this was trash, it would be worth it just to have the case. It's really soft, warm pink base highlighter with no glitter in it. The texture is like a creamy, wet type. I prefer this kind of formula over the powdery, dry formula. I find this tends to be a little bit more flattering on the skin when you put it on. We're off to a good start. And this box is so pretty too. I almost feel bad throwing out the box. The second color we have is Lucky Clover, and this is supposed to be for the month of May. I really wanted the June color, but the color was really similar to other products I have, so I ended up choosing these two. This is a little bit more of a, I guess, everyday color, but this one's so unique. So this one also has its glitter on the top. It reminds me of Dorothy's red shoes, but in green. And of course, the highlighter is also in green, and I believe different colors have different formulas, and this is the one that does have glitter in it. It does, but it's not too much. I can see a little bit of yellow, lime colors in there. I love that a lot. That's very unique. I don't think I've ever seen a highlighter color like that. I can't wait to try these out. I think my mom sent me these out of the original box to save space. But this is from the new Hera Reflection Skin Glow Cushion Foundation series. But this one's a little unique. They have a bunch of different shades of the foundation, but there's one color in the shade. Oh, this is not the right one. Oh, so this must be a... I found the main guy. So this must be a gift that they gave with it. One of the many things I love about Korean makeup brands is that they're really generous with gifts. So this is the main guy. And this is in 00N1 Daya. And it's actually a highlighter cushion. I didn't really need a foundation. And from the descriptions I saw online, it didn't seem like the formulation would be compatible with my skin. But I was very intrigued by this shade. Oh, that's so soft. And it's supposed to be clear highlighter that you can apply as a cushion and give your makeup look a very glowy finish. A lot of times, even when I use glowy finish products, you see how it looks almost wet here? I think it's going to give a similar effect as my Hints glow stick highlighter, but that was a little bit tricky to use, so I thought I would give this a shot. And my guess is that this is either a refill or a mini foundation. It's a mini foundation, I think, actually. Yeah, it's not, doesn't feel like a refill case. Should I open it? And this is in the color 21 and 1 Vanilla, which would be the correct shade for me. So this is the size comparison of the main product and the gift travel size product. And the third or the second present that they give is called the Skin Radiant Glow Balm. And from what I saw online, I think it's like a balm type highlighter. It doesn't seem like there's any glitter on there. Yeah, it's very similar to the cushion highlighter. No color. So this, I guess, is more similar to my Hint Stick highlighter. Next, we have a silicone spoon. I knew about it because my mom showed me hers when we were FaceTiming the other day. And it's this really nifty silicone spoon. Oh, I really like the weight. I thought it'd be really light, but it's actually got pretty good weight. You know how it's so hard to get that last bit of the jam or peanut butter in the jar, so it's supposed to help you grab that? I really like the way it looks. Practical and cute. And it looks like it's from the brand Table and Table. Alright, next we have 2 more makeup products. These are very, very fresh out of the oven. They're from one of my favorite brands, rom&nd, and I believe they had something similar like this, but they relaunched it completely. The line is called Color Lip Matte, and they're supposed to be a very matte lip color in a tube. It's supposed to work like almost like a foundation so that it fills your lip wrinkles. I got the colors 07 Teddy Beige and 05 Nudie Mango. The lid has such a nice sound. It's a nice little beige, warm beige color. It's very silicone-y, very smooth. Oh, I've been very much into matte lips these days, so I think I'm going to get good use out of both of them. Let's compare Nudie Mango. And I've seen people mix the colors as well. Oh, that's not the kind of orange I expected. That's like actually that's pretty, I mean, the name's pretty accurate. It's a pretty straightforward mango color. I think this one's going to be a little bit harder to pull off. I might just have to mix them. Right now, the little oil that had sat at the top is not letting me mix them very easily. But I'll see if I can make that color work. But this was definitely going to be a little bit tricky. Next, we have a book. This is called 초역 부처의 말. 초역 부처의 말. 2500년 동안 사랑받은 초역 부처의 말. 코이케 류뇨스케 지음 박재현 홈김. 행복으로 가는 길은 없다. 행복이 곧 길이다. This book was made famous by a very, very popular K-pop star named Jang Wonyoung from the girl group IVE. She's one of the prettiest people I've ever seen in my life, but not just on the outside. She's really well read, she's very well spoken, And for someone who's been exposed to such a toxic industry at such a young age, I think she's always done a lot of reading and studying and actively found ways to harden her ego and her self-esteem, her sense of identity. So I have an immense amount of respect for her. And she's known to be an avid reader, and this was the latest book that she had mentioned. And she said she enjoyed it a lot, and it gave her a lot of insight into finding happiness. It is by a Japanese author, and this is obviously translated into Korean. It's basically teachings of Buddha in little bits, in little sections. Looks like there's little pages with illustrations. Oh. So these are the chapter markers. So the front page said, 행복으로 가는 길은 없다. There's no road to happiness. 행복이 곧 길이다. Happiness is the road. 어리석은 자가 무언가를 해내면, when a fool accomplishes something, 부정적인 행동, 말, 생각이 불행한 인생을 만든다. Negative action, thoughts, and speech makes an unhappy life. 긍정적인 행동, 말, 생각이 행복한 인생을 만든다. Positive thought, speech, and action make a happy life. 말만 하고 아무것도 해주는 사람은 친구가 아니다. Someone who only speaks and takes no action is not a friend. So as you can see, very small titles with a few words condensed from the teachings of Buddha. I'm not religious at all, but I do find the teachings of Buddhism really appealing, so I thought I'd find this book helpful and fun. I actually really love the book 100. I think it's 101. It might be 100. I might be confusing with 101 Dalmatians, but I think it's 101 ways to change the way you think. And it's kind of in a similar format where it's just essays that give advice like this to seek happiness, contentment. And I really wanted to do a video reading the book, but I think from the light research I've done, that's illegal. So if you know anything about copyright and whether I can read without permission, let me know. We have more highlighters because I'm crazy. These are also brand new releases from the brand 2AN. It's in their spring collection. There are 4 colors in the collection. I got the colors lemongrass and peach bean. I wanted colors that were different from the colors that I already have in my highlighter collection, but also wearable. So this is lemongrass, and I really appreciate this little packing sponge they put in here so that the highlighter stays intact. I love details like that. Feels like butter. It has a much stronger color payoff than the Fui highlighter. This one has more of a metallic sheen compared to the Fui highlighter. If I were to compare it side by side to what they look like in the pan, this suddenly looks super cool and blue next to this one. So you see this has much more of a metallic sheen, whereas this has more of chunky glitter. Both very pretty. I feel like you could almost layer this as a topper on top of this. And then we have peach beam. This one also has a protective sponge in it. Wow. Same texture as the other one. Very, very buttery. It's a lot peachier and a little bit pinker than what you see on the camera right now, but I'm really happy with both of these two. I am in the process of editing a vanity tour video, and I show 3 of these in different shades. They have been my favorite formula lately. So of course, when they released a new color for the spring, I asked my mom for it. So this is 16 Bare Apricot, and this one seems like it's lighter than any of the shades I have. Yeah, it's pretty much the color I expected. I like it a lot. My personal color palette is warm light spring, and these are my favorite type of color where it leans a little orangey, peachy, apricot. I do not look good in any pinks, and I love how straightforward this one is. It looks like we have a bunch of stationery products here. This character is called Bunny Konbini. I saw some of them on a website here too in the US, or they might be based in Asia but they ship here. But either way, the prices were much lower. In Korea, I think it was like a third of the price, so I just asked for them for my mom. These are called masking tapes if you're not familiar. They're basically like decorative tapes that are a little bit less sticky than a scotch tape or a duct tape, so that they're more easily reusable. But it looks like this one is food themed. Oh, it's so cute. And this one is like rainbows, night sky. And then this one, it looks like it's dessert themed with ice creams and cotton candy, cake, crepe. That's so cute. It looks like we have matching pens as well. And of course, stickers, my favorite. I always get 2 of each sticker because I want to use one and keep one in my collection. I have a pretty massive collection of stickers that I may film someday. But these are so cute. So the colors correspond to the masking tape. It's holographic, which is my favorite. The glitter ones. Let's look at this one on the cream soda. Oh, the jam and the boxes. This one reminds me of my kids. This looks like Olive when she sleeps. It'll be fun to organize these. All the stuff I collect, I always keep them in a very rigidly organized system. And for me, the organization part is almost as fun as getting the products too. Alright. Oh, I missed some from the set. They're key charms. Oh my god. And they're double too. It has the main charm and a little baby charm. So it's a pancake box with pancake holding and a jam with a grocery box. Oh my god. And a crepe with, I guess, a wrapper for strawberry candy. With most things I collect and buy, I like to actually use them. But when it comes to keychains like this, like the ball and chain ones, I almost never use them because I don't have trust they'll actually stay intact, and I'm terrified I'll lose them. So these I usually just hold on to like a little gremlin. We have a couple of makeup products left. This is an Kbeauty pencil from Mimi. I'm Stick Shadow Shimmer, and this is color 002 Peach Cornet. I feel like I'm not very good at doing my under eye makeup, so I'm forever searching for the product that'll save me. I don't know if I'll ever find it, but I think that's why I keep buying Egerster products to try to compensate for my lack of skill. But I watched so many tutorials, etc., but I can never get it to look exactly what I want. For my taste in under eye shadows, I like a very subtle shimmer with no glitter and smooth application, which this one actually kind of fits that bill perfectly, and it's a little peachy. This one looks promising. It's never really the product that's the issue, it's more my skill thing. We have another item from the 2am spring collection that I showed you earlier with the highlighters. This is the Better Me Eye Palette in the shade 10 Picnic. I really wanted a simple, small eyeshadow palette that had peach, but not high saturated peach. So more of a muted peach tone, but also with a shimmer color in it. And I couldn't find anything like that until I saw this and another palette I'm going to show you in a second. This is almost exactly what I've been looking for. We got a peach shade, a lighter beige shade. We got a shimmer and point glitter, which I don't care as much about that, but this is potentially good under eye shade and then eyeliner shade. So this is for me like a perfect every color I need kind of palette, and it's so small and compact. While on the subject, this is the other palette. I was so excited because this got released the day my mom was going to ship her package to me, and I had been searching so hard for something exactly like this, and I thought it was so frustrating that I couldn't find something like that, but here we are. And it's by peripera. I have one of their all take mood palettes in 봄바람이 부는 걸 보니 봄이 왔나 봄, which basically means spring winds are blowing, spring must be here. And I love that one, so I know that I'll like this one. And it looks like it has a free gift inside, which is a color mascara in Julian Pink. I personally don't like it when they have a bunch of drawings like this on makeup containers, unless it's a collaboration with like a character, because I feel like it looks a little tacky. But what's important is what's on the inside. It looks a little pinkier than I expected, but it smells very peachy. Let's see if it's too pink for me. I was really hoping for like a more honest peach like the picnic palette that I showed you. Okay, so we have a nice shimmer shadow here. I don't know, that looks a little pinky to me. It's not as peachy as I had thought. I don't know, I think I'm gonna have to try it on my eyes to see if it's what I was looking for. It reminds me of a palette from Kbeauty, and it was called something like 복숭아 누르면 사과해, which is a very similar reddish, pinkish peach palette, but it almost looks exactly like that. And I probably won't open this because I have a lot of color mascaras open, so I'll open it when I run out of one of those. It looks like this was a free gift from rom&nd, probably from the lip mats. My guess is it's a handheld mirror. Oh, it's really cool. Yeah, it's a mirror. So once I peel this, it'll be a mirror underneath. Okay, the next product was a surprise gift from my mom. Probably the most excited about this than everything else put together, if I'm honest. Ta-da! I have been a huge fan of Big Bang since 2000, maybe like 12, 11, when they debuted, and Gdragon has always been my bias. I love him. I worship him. I don't know if you keep up with K-pop culture at all, but he had a really, really rough couple of years. Just the media being what it is. He was like falsely accused of doing drugs and all this and all that. And he's been in the industry since he was like 4 or 5. So he left for a while and he came back for the first time in years. And he has so far dropped 2 songs, Home Sweet Home and Power, both of which were sick, revolutionary, awesome, amazing. And he worked with Vogue and they released, I believe, 3 different covers. 3 or 4, 3. And my mom bought 2 of them for me. I told her to just send me one for now because the weight of the package always increases the shipping costs. This one was my favorite cover, so she sent me this one. I don't know, I think there's no one else like him. My mom and I always like to, oh, there's new jeans, I love new jeans. She's my bias in new jeans. There's a rosé spread too. Oh, I'm so excited. I got distracted. I don't remember what I was saying. I love his style and his creative mind. I think a lot of his fans feel this way, but I'm really thankful that he felt well enough to come back and release another album. The full album is set to come out in March. Oh my goodness. And he is announcing his world tour dates too. And that's kicking off in March, I believe. Oh. I'm gonna do a quick flip through and then I'll probably spend a few hours just poring over each page. 나 자신에게 집중할 수 있는 시간을 가지려 노력하는 편이에요. I try to spend some time focusing on myself. I think this is my favorite spread so far. I love this page too. This is a 27mm roll brush. I got this because I really suck at doing my hair, and I think I'm learning that my face shape, which is quite round, looks best when I have a lot of volume at the top of my head. That's very hard for me, but I saw a lot of tutorials with like a thin brush like this. A roll brush is I think what this is called, so I thought I'd give it a shot. So that's what this is. Wow, these are some hard bristles. Kind of like the sound, but it's quite painful. Okay, last thing. It's a collection, a set, if you will. This is a collaborative collection from the brand Banila Co and Ice Cream Color. I forget what the artist's actual name is, but I love this kind of kitschy kind of illustrations, so I had to get it. This was the thing I wanted the most, the water bottle. I think it's going to be a special occasion water bottle. Like, how cute is this? Come on. If you have a hard time drinking, you forget to drink a lot or you don't like to drink water, invest in a pretty water bottle and keep it on your desk. And your eyes will kind of naturally go toward it and you'll be drinking more. So cute. But this bottle itself is not for sale. You have to get the makeup products to get the bottle, which is why I bought the makeup. But also the makeup packaging is very cute. Let's start with this one. Oh, I'm definitely keeping these boxes. I did my... Oh, they even have illustrations here. I did my box declutter a while back. And I promised myself I wouldn't collect boxes again, but come on. You'd be crazy to throw this out. This is so cute. There were 2 color options for the eyeshadow palette and I got 05 Mute Mind. This was the warm colorway and the other one was like a cool pink, so I chose this. It's very cute. We got your basic beige, a glittery shimmer, a brown, and a darker, like a taupey brown. And then we have 2 lip products. This is the matte blur tint. It's called the Sheer Velvet Veil Tint Rosy Affair. I haven't gotten any new tattoos in a while. I think in maybe like a year or 2. But I would be so down to get this tattooed. This is kind of like the vibe of all of my tattoos, so it would blend in very well. I have the color Ballerina in this line, and I know I don't really like that one, but I actually really like this one. It's a pretty straightforward rosy red, but it's not too dark, and there's a little bit of brown in it. And it smells rose and gummy bears. It smells good. And then the lip plumper comes as a gift to this. And I think they have, oh, look at this little thing. It's so cute. They have different, and then a flamingo on skates. I like the little devil too. I believe they have different spiciness levels or intensity levels. I think this is the strongest. Oh, it's got a silicone tip applicator. It's clear. Let's see how spicy it is. Maybe I'll feel it on my lips, but so far I don't feel anything on my hand. It does smell minty in a toothpastey medicine-y way though. That is the end of my, I don't know if I should call it a haul, but my gift box unboxing from my mom in Korea. I'm very, very grateful, and I hope you got some joy out of this. I know I got plenty of joy out of this. I'm gonna go spend a few hours flipping through the magazine and labeling and organizing all of my new makeups and toys. I hope you are asleep or relaxed, or you've gotten through whatever boring task you had to. Thank you